Hello everyone, welcome to our traditional LinkedIn live stream. And today is Friday, 22nd of May. Thank you so much for finding time to join me today and speak a little bit about necrotic leaf area measurement and possibilities which exist now in terms of applying computer vision for this specific task. So first of all, let's just clarify what will be the agenda for today. I suggest it will be 1 hour, and I will try to put all the messages, the main messages, into this time. And at the same time, please feel free to ask any type of questions in the comments which are available either here or yes, if you are watching this in recording, then still it's possible to get the opportunity to ask something. And once again, today I'm actually kind of celebrating already some specific period of time when I'm doing these live streams, and I see now that there is some issue with this exactly live stream. So give me a second, I will try to understand what's going on and why. Is it just a delay or it's something wrong with me and my sound and on my side? Because I see there are some issues, and probably they were the problem last time. Because so just a reminder what we have done last time, and traditionally on these live stream sessions we are trying not just to speak and discuss possibilities but also to do something practically. And last time it was AI agents in agriculture, and we were trying to understand how the real-time counting and measurements of potato look like, and specifically deployed the algorithm for this on the mobile device. At the same time, the last time live stream was dropped because when I started to realizing that probably it's not working and you cannot see me and hear me, because I will say that currently it's kind of delay, so I am speaking to myself, honestly, and I don't clearly understand, can you see me or hear me? But yes, I still hope that everything is all right. Just a second. So if you want to add anything into the comments, I believe on some stage it will appear in front of me, so I'm always appreciated for any type of communication and feedback from you to me. This one point. And another point, I still believe that these live streams, they bring some kind of compound result for you. So if you will check again this recording and maybe then the comments from the people who participated or left them later, maybe you will find some relevant people who are good for you to be in contact or connect with them. So please use this opportunity for networking as well. And also, yes, we have this live stream specifically for the LinkedIn. At the same time, there is an opportunity to share it on other platforms. So, and I try to use to do this as much as I can, because obviously it's a little bit interesting process how to do all these backstage movements with videos. And in parallel, I always have leaves, and they are calling me all the time to work with them instead of working with other things in this interesting production of videos and recording of videos and everything. So let's just I see that now, as of now, it's kind of stabilized on my side. At least the picture is stable and not glitching so much as before. So I think we can just move to the next stage of today's presentation, today's live stream, and we will look at presentation. And then the next big part of today's live stream will be again the live demonstration. At the same time, as I mentioned, in live streams, it's kind of not always everything works as expected. So I tried, again, sorry for being late for 7 minutes. I tried to be quicker than usual, because traditionally what takes time, why I'm late, because I try to fix all these mobile screens, devices to be represented here. And as of now, I have the device, it works, the demo can work, but I want it to be next to me, like I showed it last time. But today something was just didn't properly attached or something like that. So I'm still ongoing, like restarting everything. So, but we will do our presentation and try to fix it in this ongoing stage when we will have our presentation. So now we'll move to this part, and in presentation, yes, this is our presentation. Again, this is a deep apology from me. I saw that last time I took this point of AI agents in agriculture, and yeah, it maybe will be extra 5 more minutes of delay if I will just change these words. So sorry for not changing them appropriately. I will be better next Friday, I hope. So at least we will hope that today we will have the topic AI agents in agriculture, specifically how AI agents can help us in detecting the percentage of necrotic leaf area damage. And this will be our ultimate goal. But in practice, since we speak last time, nothing changed too much regarding AI agents. They are still a little bit on the level of development, and they are not on practical level yet, as we want to have it in plant science and work with plants. So that's why I will show you what's actually happening in practical on the practical level. And one more thing, I will just try to understand where is my screen. It's here, I think. Yes. So if I will go to the next slide. Yes, so you see just half of, just give me a second. I will try to fix the half screen, and then we will start to speak. I will tell you why I am showing this presentation, because if you are the lucky person who have seen my very first presentation on LinkedIn, live stream on LinkedIn, shall I use, I hope nothing will disappear and it will be fine. So let's just have this. Is it working? Oh, now it's fine. But it's my beautiful AI agents are closed. So just give me a second. I will fix this as well. And let's just move this screen a little bit up. Okay, and a little bit on the right. Okay, like that. Okay, sorry for this not very perfect location of screens, but at least you can see me and my screen as well. So going back to this screen and presentation, in my very first live stream, I was demonstrating this presentation just to explain what we are doing at Petiole. And when I was thinking about today's presentation as well, I thought that it will be very relevant and organically right to bring this knowledge now to you, because you will understand the situation and answer the question why Petiole is not bringing all the opportunities which I'm demonstrating now into the mobile device. And yes, because we still on this stage like leaf area measurement and this necrotic area measurement, it's still ongoing. So I will explain everything. But this is the first screen actually of Petiole and how it looked in 2015. So it was very, you even can see the it's the first like Android device without any type of, now check the, how can I switch the slides? Probably here. Yes. And this is, by the way, the same approach which we applied for the GIS-TechEye competition, still being in Ukraine. And so we suggested that these measurements of leaf area using computer vision, and at that moment there was no deep learning, and currently even we speak about the just segmenting leaf from the background and measuring the area. I'm just trying to understand, the sound is probably No, it's okay, so should be fine. Okay, I hope that you don't have any noise on your side, but if you have any noise, please let me know. I will try to fix it, and not sure this time, but at least next time I will just adjust the sound, and because we have quite a few of sources which are bringing the sound here today now. So going back to Petiole, yes, this was one of the ideas which we worked since then and till now. And as I mentioned, Petiole is available for the mobile devices, so you can scan this QR code and you'll go straight to the Google Play Store. Regarding iOS, yes, we have it in pipeline, and it's kind closer than a year ago, but still it's pretty far, let's say. But I will tell you the opportunity how it's possible to make iOS version and update of current version of Petiole closer, so it will be in some of the next slides, next moments of discussion. And yes, this is just one of the screens which are demonstrating the possibility what we can do with Petiole and how we try to apply these visual technologies and help with specific tasks in plant phenotyping. And in the meantime, while I'm speaking and I'm trying to fix this mobile demonstration, it's all for the final stage, which I hope to have with you today. As I mentioned, I got some problems with this, and I want still you to see how it's still possible to measure necrotic area on the leaf using our mobile application. So I want to show you how it works. At the same time, as I mentioned, if I will do it by myself, it will be extra 20 minutes of delay in our live stream. So that's why we will try to do this on the go. And yes, by the way, on this photo, it's like very early stage of different directions, starting from roots. When we were measuring the root nodules, you can see this blue screen in front of, like in the middle part of the slide, to the fruits on the right-hand side, as well as different types of leaves and morphological specifics. Actually, it matters, but for some cases like leaf area, in many ways it doesn't matter. And what we see, we have already worked with, on some stage we had more than 50 crops and plants which have been measured, and then I just lost count. I didn't do my traction anymore. Probably I need to come back. Moreover, there is an opportunity to double check every research paper which have mentioned Petiole and to understand what specific crop was the subject. And all these goals which we see in front of this row, I selected them just to show that it sounds like very easy task and very simple job to help with quantification of plant growth. At the same time, this very simple job is supporting different levels of society development, and that's why the sustainability development goals, which are created by and developed and promoted by United Nations, it's absolutely relevant for us, and using our mobile application, we are also supporting these goals. And regarding our distribution of mobile application, this is a map of proud for us. We are proud of this map, and it's kind now it's a little bit bigger, and not bigger, but more present. We have better presence in Africa because for the last year we have some expansion over there. But as I mentioned, our mobile application, it's available for free on Google Play Store. So that's why the new country, for us, it doesn't mean like we have extra revenue of resources and we got like a new penthouse in the center of New York. It means just that, oh wow, that's a new group of scientists, or maybe even individual scientist is is doing his job, his measurement with more digitalized and accurate way. And we are just happy that our mobile application is the tool which brings better accuracy for specific agricultural or any other plant-related research, because on some stage we definitely will have the LinkedIn live stream on the subject of research papers which have mentioned our mobile application. Now it's more than 120. At the same time, we see that the main area is, as we understand, it's agriculture and agricultural science. Next to it is ecology monitoring and environmental monitoring. On some stage, we also had some research paper on physics, and it's from Indonesia. So the researchers also used Petiole capacity for measuring specific area of object which has been captured. And in practical level, we also see that there are some non-agricultural applications of the same principle. So it's kind of interesting. And also landschaft designing. And specifically, again, it's all linked to leaf area measurement, because the designers are just trying to implement the most effective plants for their designs. But still, it all was born based on agriculture. So let's just continue to the next slide. And I'm still trying to understand why the synchronization of my screen and the screen which I'm demonstrating here, why it doesn't work. So this is the main problem for me now. And it's challenging to not very clear. As I mentioned, I already restarted everything, and but still I can show you the screen as it is in full screen mode, so you will see something. And this screen, which we have a photo of Petiole on early stage. This photo has taken 13 years ago in very beautiful Kyiv in Ukraine, in Podil region, Ilyinska Street. And yes, it's the time when Petiole was just born as an idea of let's make something positive, some positive change for the work of ecologists. Because basically we started with evolutionary ecology, and the main task for Petiole version 1 was to measure the poplar leaves, and the poplar leaves were collected from the tree which was planted in the urban area in city Kyiv, and also it was planted in natural resource area, which was protected and absolutely different environment, much more supportive for the plant to grow, and to see this impact of contamination of air and air pollution and contamination of soil. So different negative aspects of urban environment into the development of plants which were planted on the same day, and they are the same species and actually came from the same plant nursery. Yes. So that's why, yes, and this is a team of Inna, Maryna, Andrei, Vyacheslav, and Nika. So this was the initial supporters of Petiole. And now we are slowly but confidently come to the question about the money and cost of Petiole. And so, as I mentioned, our mobile application is free, so you can use it for as many leaves as you want. We don't have any tires, like you have the premium tire or general tire of usage. So the only limitation which is existing in Petiole, it's your phone. So I mean that, for example, if your capacity of your phone is not big and not high in terms of processing, then expect the same. If the camera is the camera, because sometimes, you know, we see that the imagery is not collected with some mobile camera, smartphone camera, but also with stationary camera or even like other type of devices. So this is the limitation and you are controlling. On our side, Petiole is just given as it is, because we see that it helps, it makes the job properly. And as I mentioned, I didn't put any information about Spruce, our another mobile application here, but we work with Spruce as the more commercial product, and that's why Petiole is free and as it is. At the same time, we see the direction of how it can be improved. At the same time, we just need to prioritize. So what we are doing now, we are kind of demonstrating the democracy of spending, and this is the commercial way what we are doing. So for our commercial side, we are doing we are working with lots of agricultural data and help to analyze this data in different use cases. So it's not just about counting, grading, measuring. So because, as you know, the agri-food production process, it includes millions of these use cases when you need to assess something, and that's why it means that it's possible to make it more effectively and reduce the impact of individual assessment, like subjective assessment, inaccurate measurement, and bring more accuracy in terms of comparable accuracy, because we are using the same benchmark, the same standards for all the type of produce which is existing within specific use case. And this is just one of the examples how we helped one of the farmers to assess the success of experiments with applying agricultural inputs. So this kind of visual understanding, it presents on each stage of our work when we are looking at something and trying to assess, but quantification, it requires some algorithm which can help us to quantify. And even Liferia, it's the same story, so it's all about the making something which can be measured manually. We are just trying to digitize it. Okay, so and yes, I will not repeat about this use case. I have some video on other platforms where I explain how it works and what was the use case and what are the results. But as you see, it's all about numbers, which are quite difficult for human memory, for human visual capabilities, for human mental capacity to digest and assess. It's even not possible physically. For example, if you think about 4,000 leaves, just to see in row and assess which is more yellow and which is less yellow. Now it should be a topic of live demo, and probably I will just use this as an extra opportunity. What can I do? I just think, what can I do? And it seems like okay, and I don't want to lose this live stream at all, so probably, yeah, I just accept that today maybe I will show you in handheld mode how it works. But now we slowly go to necrotic leaf area damage, and finally we will speak about this use case. But again, I will be quite general regarding the crops, because I am not attached in this part specifically for specific crop. Later on we will look at coffee and coffee rust. But as of now, for this stage, I can tell you again the story of how we started with necrotic leaf area damage. Okay, I'll just leave this phone because I see it's useless for me to keep it now. So it was kind of a few years ago. Someone contacted me. It was a nice lady, and she was trying to to assess the area of burn on the leaf, and she asked, is there any opportunity to do this using Petiole? And it's already the existing version of Petiole, as you can see on the screen. And we were like suggesting what else can be done, because obviously automatic detection, the answer is no. At that moment it was no, and as of now it's for mobile application no, but for practical application it's yes. So what have we done? We know that how algorithm works. First stage of leaf area measurement is the segmentation. So in simple words, it's kind when you have a leaf on the calibrating plate or next to calibrating plate, and in this case you can see this small calibrating plate, because traditionally I show you another one, so I show you this one, but it actually doesn't matter because they are equal and algorithm is ready to see this one as well. And yeah, so it's you are absolutely free to use. We created this just for convenience to use it in outdoor condition, and it just handheld, more convenient to hold it in one palm. And then that's why you can see the calibrating plate here, and I try to demonstrate how to quantify the not just percentage but also the centimeters, get the real measurements and standard measurements. And so when the segmentation happens, it means that everything else disappears and the algorithm is seeing just this line, which is kind of white line or any type of the border between the leaf and the everything else. So if we create another part of the border present on the leaf, it means that algorithm will see not just a leaf as a one object, but it will see two separate objects. And it works, as you can see on this screen. I put it, and again, I did a LinkedIn post based on this specific use case. I will try not to forget, because yes, I do apologize. I remember I promised you to put some links below my previous LinkedIn live stream, and I didn't do this, so I do apologize. I will try to recover myself, but at least with this one I will post the link to this post. Maybe it will be useful for you. So this, on the top one you can see the full leaf measured. On the down one you can see the I just use my phone and basic tool to get the pen, and I draw a white line, and I try visually to separate the area of burn from the area of green leaf, and you can see how it looked like. So it looks like I was pretty accurate. My skills, you see, I can do it on professional level in the future, but I mean that I try to follow the way how it looks in reality, not just rough line. And we see that the final result was measured in square centimeters, and based on these square centimeters we also can take them out of the all leaf area, and as a result you can get what you need. So you can get the healthy area and the damaged area, and based on that we can also do this proportion, so nothing new, mathematics. And based on this approach we just every time we got the request, is it possible, I want to measure, so because we got pretty some good volume of this request regarding measurements of necrotic damage and on the leaf necrosis, or how it's called correctly. There are definitely some plant pathologists and plant scientists who can give you a nice lecture. I'm sure plenty of them, but I mean that I hope that this knowledge will go on top and it will be helpful for you to understand how you practically can measure it. So very recent case, we got this leaf and the same question, can you measure it? And I don't know, maybe it was just a very nice day, but we decided to do it again and finally show that it's possible. So that's why, and this was basically the question by itself, because the researcher, he wanted percentage, and as you see, he was even using the mobile, the calibrating plate. So, but he finally told us that he actually needs the percentage. So as a result, we started to work, and in this nice photo, I want to explain you how the quantification of necrosis works in terms of computer vision. But again, it will be much simplified, but at least you can understand. So it's all about the pixels, because as you know, the main subject of work which we are focused on, it's a good picture, quality of picture, the quality of each pixel, how it represents nicely or not the overall problem. And we have just this one photo as the initial example to try to warm up our skills, can we do it or not. So that's why we try to apply different indexes available, and I have demonstrated here just two of them which are applicable for this use case. At the same time, maybe you remember, if you have participated in that live stream, I mentioned that there are plenty of indexes. It's not just we have one or two NGDI for unmanned aerial vehicles and that's it. We have dozens of them, and they are all possible to deploy for the same image. So for this image, we were able to use not two, but many more. And maybe you have the question, so why have we used just two of them? And the answer to this question is about resources. As you can imagine, it requires the computational resources from us, as well as mental resources, brainstorm resources, everything. And the answer number two is about the value. Because all the indexes which are applicable for assessment of any imagery, not just about for necrotic area damage or any type of like greenness assessment, you can still see the results, but sometimes it's just black image, sometimes it's white, sometimes because sometimes the grades and the pixel representation, it doesn't work for this specific task which you want to do. So that's why we can like do the 10 indexes, but at the final result we understood that basically these two works the best. They work the best for us and for what the goal is. So our goal is about necrotic leaf area assessment, and that's why from all the existing, we have selected these two. And it's not just, again, we were not sitting and just choosing what will be our decision. We have done some initial research, so, and you can read by yourself why NGRD was one of the, no, it's not NGRD, because it's NGRDI. Oh, NGRDI, yes, because you know, this is the point that when you are working with something and you are not reading it in English every day, then when you need to speak about that, you are just standing and thinking, okay, how can I read this correctly, just not to be ashamed. So sorry for not reading this, because you know, I've seen this index for the last months, like almost every day, but now finally I need to tell you about this index. But I mean that this is the real index which have been created, and again not by our own research, but by specific research papers. And this, as you can see, this is provided by my very honorable AI assistant. So I think you have also access to this assistant, so you can check by yourself. But I mean that NGDI index is one of the relevant which is working specifically for the task of necrotic leaf area damage assessment. And also, additionally, we worked with this kind customized index. Because as you understand, I think you already following all this my indexes journey, you understand that indexes is kind like a creative part of working with imagery. So basically everyone can create own index and try to explain something and trying to see the dependencies as well as some correlations. It doesn't mean that this correlation is linked in any way to other indexes existing. So to see are they correlated with, for example, SPAD measurements or not, we still need to do these experiments and have the real measurements with SPAD or DGCI and then this index and try to build these curves and lines and demonstrate the dependency. At the same time, sometimes when you are trying, for example, to play with these indexes, you can discover that you can do better segmentation of these areas of interest in comparison with the index which you have applied in parallel. And then this customization works on the later stage when you need to provide the final result. Because again, when we speak about the researcher or the person who requires to get this index, yes, okay to have more than 1, 2 or 3, but if you have 20, it's just kind of overwhelming and this person is busy with other tasks. So that's why our job is to bring some unified, some it's not perfect word average, but some understanding of how the reality may look like. So this is what we have done based on our work with that one photo. One more thing which is important to say, that when we were working on this mini project, we had only this photo. I even don't know what is the crop here. So if you know, if you recognize what is the leaf, you can also drop a comment. So it will be very curious for me to know what is the leaf and yeah, what could be the problem of this leaf, why it has such damaged the tip of the leaf. Yes, I understand that it's probably some expertise, deeper expertise in understanding all the type of deficiencies, and yes, it's definitely not the subject of our today's meeting. But what I want to show you in this slide, it's about the combined application of indexes. And again, this is not kind our own invention, because what we are doing at Petiole, we are following the trends of the industry, because this is kind how the AI in agriculture look like. It's you have the huge big AI which is moving everywhere in all industries, and then there is AI in agriculture which is moving very slowly and case by case basis. You need to have such a specific data, you need to have this lots of understanding of context. So at the same time, what's happened in that other industries which are fast moving, it's possible to translate and bring these innovations into agriculture as well. So that's why we are trying to see what's going on over there and just implement as much as we can, specifically because we work with imagery and with computer vision technologies and deep learning. So we are following these two lines of applying and mixing and experimenting with this. So on this slide, you can see, as you can already read, hopefully, not just about the indexes, but also about the discoveries, the measurements. And these measurements, again, I didn't put them into the Excel, as you probably can imagine, because it's kind of challenging for me to put it's 8 figures after the main number, so it's 10 figure calculation for each parameter, and they are done automatically, and it's just the extraction of CSV file. We have provided it on top of these images which I demonstrated here, and then we also shown this one with kind quantification, and the main thing what was the valuable. It's about this necrosis 32.4%, then healthy 67.6%, and delta. And this is the initially what was asked about. And this also I want to show you that we have plenty of insightful, very insightful analytical graphical materials, specifically for one photo. As you can see, it's lots of insights, but as usual, my goal is to show you that it's possible to not just to bring the raw numbers in CSV, but also to interpret them. And again, we don't apply all of the varieties of analytics which can be applicable, because we didn't have that much asset of numbers which can we play and show the dependency, the charts, the different types of methodologies which can be applied, statistical methodology, let's call it like that. And then we are slowly moving to another, and this is more specific use case. It's because at least we know the crop and we know the reason why this leaf looks like that. And as you can see here, it's also easier to understand how the NGDI index was applicable, and the range of indexes as well. Of not indexes, but one index. So on this moment, I want just to come back and return to the slide where the index is explained, and in the paragraph, where is it, about the positive and negative values. I suggest I copied it here. So it's all about, like, as I mentioned, indexes, it's always about some range of numbers. So when we have this specific index, we have negative values, and yes, when they lose chlorophyll, and these positive values, which means that the chlorophyll is present and the red light is absorbed better by the leaf. We will not touch the question of near infrared light today, because it's also very relevant to indexes, but we will just stop on this point. And this is what you can see also on the top right, yes, sorry, top right corner. Yes, it's our corner where is the range of applicable colors, and this means what are the problems with the leaf, and they are placed next to each other, so you can visually assess is it correct or not. And also you can see this where the leaf is the greenest, you can still see the red, the concentration of red kind heat map of colors present, and where the leaf is dead, and it's obvious already even for non-experts, you can clearly see that the leaf is not alive anymore. You can see the deep blue and dark blue colors, and also it's these colors, so it's not just visualization of what the problem is. We have not just this photo, but also another one. So the same situation here, but as you can see the range of on the top right corner side, we have this range, so it's different here. So we can it was adjusted in accordance with this photo which have been obtained from the researcher. At the same time, there is a way how to standardize these images, and one of the ways I demonstrated it when we had just give me a second, it's here. Yes, When we had potato leaf area measurement, I think I demonstrated this gray card. Where is camera? Camera is here. Yes, gray card. So it's one of the way how we can standardize the ranges. So we can then improve the palette of this specific image, so they all of them can be in the same color range, and then it will not be different values. Or there are other available charts when commercially purchased charts with the colors already prescribed and standardized, which are also helpful to you. So these colors, these specific known values of colors, they serve as the standardization, as the benchmark for specifically for color measurement and color assessment. So that's why they are recommended to use if you plan, for example, you are sitting now, I will switch, I hope I will come back then, but it's always nice to demonstrate. So when you're sitting and planning to do some research, and not research but designing the experiment, and you need to understand how you will compare the greenness, specifically for relative greenness, because you don't have opportunity to wait for the wet lab tests, then you need to focus on standardization of colors for the data collection process, and having some benchmark of color, and specifically a benchmark which is not produced by you and your printer, because there are plenty of printers, many people, we don't have the same standard of green or yellow or red, but we have the standard, for example, example of gray or any other colors if they are commercially purchased and have the proof of the color, and then it's possible to work with these colors further on and bring some at least comparable results for many leaves. Yes, this is the main point which I want to tell you in this mode, and then let's go back. Oh, you see, I am better and better every time, just so easily switched the screens, so I hope at least now it will work. Just give me a second. But yeah, I'm still kind, I wish, I see I took a lot of time with my explaining, so let's just quickly move on to the demonstration side. But yes, as I mentioned, my phone is not working so good today, so I will just show you how it works. But maybe I hope next time, because next time I will focus on insect damage and the area of leaves eaten by insect and how to assess it, and I will also show you. So these are the same images of leaves, but they are assessed, as I mentioned, using all these combined methods. And here you can see the quantification. Again, it could be done in a more accurate way, because, for example, I see that some of the stains, specifically yellow stains, they are considered as the necrosis. But the challenge is that not all the yellow stains are already necrosis, and that's why it's probably the main thing what we need to do here is to have more data, because, as I mentioned, we have just 2 leaves to analyze, and I think that for the first version of this algorithm, it's already demonstrating the opportunities of measurements. So here you can see the results of again combined, and also I think that probably the color is not correct, because then we need to do vice versa. Oh, no, here it's correct. Somewhere else was not correct. Just give me a second. Not here. Here. You see that it was probably we were in some hurry to deliver the results. So the damaged area in actually it has to be yellow, and the healthy area should be green. So it was the first experiment, and then we applied the correct coloring. So here you can see the damaged as yellow and the healthy as green. And here is the same. You can see that, and visually, you can even visually to compare that the green area is it brings more, it present more on the leaf. and that's why we have the health area 85.5%. And the also interesting point that you see this hole, maybe it's not hole, but it looks like hole, like black one. So it's still, the contour of the hole is also captured, and so the algorithm was good, let's call it like that. So the next stage, first of all, regarding my AI agents in agriculture, I can tell you that this functionality is one of the steps how AI agents can work further on in terms of prescribing some specific actions to do. And so all the assessments, visual assessments, they are like intro data for the AI agent. So based on this data, specifically for this, like healthy 85.5%, so AI agents get this number, and then the next decision-making cycle is starting. So that's why it's, when we speak about practical application of what I'm demonstrating, it's all about the AI agents, but this is mentioned in the future, not as of now. So as of now, the role of AI agents, humans are doing humans, and just we are on that stage when we doing the fundamental stage, fundamental pieces of what will be the basement for AI agents development in agriculture. Another point, it's about how to make this happen. So, and I mentioned it at the beginning of our live stream, and now I want to highlight that mobile application is absolutely free. So to make anything happen in this mobile application, we will be delighted to participate as a consortium member in any type of grant, because we don't see clearly the way how the commercial companies will be interested in helping and supporting the Petiole in mobile application view. But if you have the ongoing application for any type of grants, and you see that you need to measure this necrosis leaf area, or any type of damage, or any type of leaf area, so we will be delighted to participate in your grant application. And I also would like to ask you to write specifically to this email, not to my LinkedIn messages. It's a separate story, but long story short, sometimes it's overcrowded with unwanted messages. So that's why let's keep our communication strong through email. And one more time, repeating, iOS mobile application of Petiole will be faster if we will have opportunity to develop to bring updates to existing mobile application, to bring more functionality to existing mobile application. So if you are doing any type of grant applications, consider us. We are more than happy. We are UK-based company. We have already I will not tell you how many, but we have Innovate UK grants from for plant science application. I will update you on this moment soon. And yes, we are just here to tell, to speak, to discuss. So please feel free to contact if you see the value. And then this is the point where we will have our live demo, and I will show you. So the main point for my demo is, first of all, I will go back to big main screen. Big main screen here. And then regarding mobile application. So what I have done, I have this leaf which we have seen in our oh my god, what's going on? Again, not working. In our presentation, when we had this leaf, I hope everything will be all right. No photos. It's something strange, definitely. Just I understand. Oh yeah, just give me a second. I was too focused on my presentation. I just forgot to switch. So I have this image, which is, I hope you will still see it. Just a second, my phone is turning on. So this is our image You can see it. Yes, 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 like that. As I mentioned, all we need to do is to draw a line. So in my edit, I just edit, and then I have a markup tools. Oh, I just tried to see a markup tools, and I'm selecting the pen. Pen is here. So I have a white pen now, and using my white pen, I will roughly draw the line. So here we have our line, and it's kind of, yes, but make it enclosed, so it should not be like one line. It should be kind of contour of that part, which is which has to be counted and measured. So as of now, we have this leaf, as you can see. So let's save it. I'm saving it, and then I go to Petiole, save a copy. Save a copy here, and this one, and also we have, yes, I have my calibrating plate, and this is the image which I have just selected. So if we will touch this part, why it's not, here. So this part is green, and we can do this. And this part is not green, and this is here. So you can see that the area which is damaged has been just separated, and yes, so this is the measurements which have been done automatically here using the everything on device. So yes, and yes, I already mentioned just a second ago that regarding the grants, so we have 2 grants from Innovate UK and also one more from some European Union authority. But I want to tell about this grant separately because it's a very interesting story, and I believe it will be beneficial for everyone. So that's why, yeah, it will be explained on one of my probably live streams. I'm not sure what, but we will decide what to do. So I hope now you have a clear understanding of how the measurements of necrotic leaf area work. And next time I will hope to do my best to show you as well how it works and what's going on. And but it will be in a different, more convenient level, and it will be next to me. Another announcement is about the live stream tomorrow on other platform. You can join me. We will have Old MacDonald with very smart farm, and it will be something unexpected, but I hope it will be still fun. So yes, thank you so much for your attention. Stay in touch, and see you tomorrow, or see you next Friday. Bye.